Kia ora, good morning, happy Monday. I am Mike from Markets, and yeah, this is Kiwibank Markets of the Concords. That is a reference which will probably only make sense to one person, but yeah, even though they are hidden, we do read and appreciate all of the YouTube comments. Right, it was another whopper chunk weekend for markets, both before and after the close. Mainly before. Last week we talked about Jackson Hole, or a speech from the Fed's Jerome Powell at Jackson Hole being potentially the next big thing. Yeah, it was gazumped. So broadly chronologically, on Friday night, China announced retaliatory tariffs on US imports, retaliating to the increases announced a few weeks back, the ones that were partially delayed until December. It seems so long ago now. We might have forgotten, but China certainly did not. Anyway, that prompted a Twitter tirade from the White House, one person in the White House, threatening even higher tariffs on Chinese imports into the US and demanding that US companies find alternatives to dealing with China. At this point, the market started to melt down. We'll come back to the numbers. Then Jerome Powell spoke and again gave us little that we didn't really already know. They being the Fed, have cut and will probably cut again, but he didn't clarify timing or magnitude, just the Fed will act as appropriate to sustain the economic expansion. There were a few veiled comments directed at the unpredictability prompted by the US trade policy. Again, something we already know. We then saw tweets questioning who posed the bigger risk to the US economy, Powell or China. Ooh. Tit for tariff, the market responded by dumping US equities, dumping the US dollar, and splurging on safe havens like gold, the yen, treasury bonds. So yields on the benchmark US 10-year government debt, that is on the cusp of a new multi-year low this morning. The yen, the top performing currency of the weekend, and the dollar the worst. Swinging back to US equities, 2.5 to 3% declines. Ouch. Yeah, interestingly, the Kiwi, the New Zealand dollar, benefited from all that US-China Fed turmoil, surged into the New York close, finishing above 64 US cents. Post-close, we had the G7 meeting, more about trade there, US-UK trade, US-Japan trade, most of it potentially positive. We'll dig a little deeper into the G7 and probably the Powell speech and the US-China tariff numbers in first hand. Read that if you wish. Yeah, have a great Monday. Ka kite.